want to become more influential without saying a word. See, the secret lies not in what you say, but how you listen. And so in this video today, we are uncovering the art of active listening. A skill that when mastered can transform your relationships and boost your influence like never before. Therefore, stay tuned to discover why active listening is the one thing that separates great leaders from all the rest, and how you can start using it today. First, we'll start off with what exactly is active listening, also referred to as empathic listening. And the secret to it lies therein that it is the full engagement and active partaking in setting yourself aside and listening to what the other person has to say. Active listening means that you allow what the other person feels and what they are telling you to influence you. Now let's get right into it. So there are a couple of key elements to active listening, and if we want to efficiently do active listening to the best of our own capabilities, then these are the things that we're going to need to incorporate into our skill set to really expand this basket of a skill, as I like to call it, known as active listening. And so number one is giving full attention. This means that you set aside all of the distractions and you make eye contact, showing through your body language that you are focused on the present situation, the conversation, and the person sitting across from you. Number two, mirroring. Also described as reflecting and paraphrasing, but mirroring and labeling, meaning to take the three core things of what the person just said and reflect it back to them. Paraphrase their words in a way after the speaker shares something to ensure that you've understood it correctly. Like saying, so what you're saying is this and this and this, to clarify that what you understand is correct according to what they said. Asking clarifying questions is number three. And so this is also a very efficient way to make the other person feel like you are actively listening. And so clarifying questions are when things don't feel too clear in the conversation. You can ask them if you understood this correctly, or you can just ask them, I'm sorry, I don't really understand what you mean by this. Would you mind clarifying? And this helps ensure you grasp the person across from you's meaning, and it shows you're genuinely interested in what they're saying. Number four, your nonverbal cues. And so that's the body language as well as your tonality. Are you actually interested in what the person is saying? Or are you irritated because you do not want to listen to them anymore? And so the tone of your voice really has a very big impact, as well as your body language. Because body language portrays a huge ordeal in everyday society. And so, number four, nonverbal cues. Number five, avoid interruptions. And so instead of trying to jump in the whole time, if you've got something to say, avoid doing that. Instead of planning your response ahead of time, listen to the whole thing the other person is saying. And after they've spoken, because you don't need to speak immediately. This isn't needed. In fact, if you take a 3-second breather to 10 seconds, doesn't really matter, as long as the other person can see you're thinking about what they said. This will actually help you a great deal as well. Just a little bit something extra. And so focus and make sure that you are regarding their whole sentence and not taking one part of it out of context and making your own doctrine surrounding it, believing that this is what they said if they actually did not, but said something clearly different than what you, if you take this one piece out of context, are thinking that they said. Number 6, empathy and validation. Every single human being seeks to be validated. They seek to have recognition, to be significant in some way, shape, or form. And so acknowledging the speaker's feelings and perspective without immediately jumping into your own opinions makes them feel valued and heard. Actually showing empathy. Hey, what's up, Influence Master Nation? This has been Roaldo, and if you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful and beneficial, then don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, that little bell icon, to be notified of all of my future uploads that can be hopefully just as or more beneficial as this video has been. I'll see you in my future videos.